Good evening, I'm Samantha Jones, digging right into your top story tonight. A grand jury indicting Benjamin Roberts, a former daycare worker, on charges of continuous sexual abuse of a child. You remember he was accused of multiple child sex crimes. Most recently, police discovering surveillance video at a Wiley Baptist church. Those videos showing Roberts inappropriately touching several children. Roberts has been held since March on bonds totaling $500,000. Also indicted today, a suspect accused of killing a man at a Taylor County deer lease last November. Pictured on your screen, the suspect formerly charged with manslaughter. Initially, he was charged with murder, but that charge was never filed. Investigators found the victim had been run over and drug on the ground. And today, after months of debate, the House finally passing the 2018 Farm Bill, which affects agriculture, food production, and food stamps. Debates revolved around a controversial part of the bill, which increases work requirements for those receiving food stamps. District 19 Congressman Jody Arrington releasing this statement today, saying in part, the 2018 Farm Bill gives our producers much needed certainty and stability, makes critical investments in rural infrastructure, and requires able-bodied adults to work in order to receive food stamps. Continuing our coverage of the ongoing debate over the policies of immigration in Washington tonight, Democrats are calling on President Trump to move fast to reunite migrant children separated from their parents. The president ordered the end of the separation policy on Wednesday. KRBC's Mark Meredith reports.
I'm here to learn about your facility.
First Lady Melania Trump traveled to Texas to see for herself the living conditions for migrant children taken from their families at the border.
Ask you how I can help to these children to reunite with their families.
The First Lady did not comment on her husband's immigration policies, but back in Washington, Democrats had plenty to say about the president's order to stop separating families.
The president's order doesn't address the 2,300 children that have been pulled from their moms and dads.
The president insists he's working to reunite families.
I'm directing HHS, DHS, and DOJ to work together to keep illegal immigrant families together and to reunite these previously separated.
But the White House is so far not saying how or when these families will be reunited. Meanwhile, the president is encouraging the nation's governors to do more to help him protect the border. On Thursday, the president met with 8 governors, among them Missouri's Mike Parson. Parson says his state will continue to send National Guard troops to help with immigration enforcement.
The reason our resources are down there is secure the border, and secure the border only.
At least 5 governors have decided not to send troops because of the separation controversy. At the White House, I'm Mark Meredith.
Mark, thank you. Switching now to weather. Today is the first official day of summer, the longest day of the year. But, Cash, many of us already feel like summer has been here with these hot temperatures. Can we look forward to the temperatures coming down?
Well, Sam, no, we cannot. The fact is, it'll actually be the complete opposite for the first official weekend of summer. Looking at current temperatures right now, it is rather hot out there. 100 degrees in Throckmorton and Robert Lee, 96 here in the Key City. A little bit warmer up towards Aspermont. Y'all are at 98, as well as Comanche, 98, 99 in Breckenridge, and 95 in Sweetwater, Snyder, and Eastland. It's hot anywhere you go, and there's not much of a breeze out there. And easterly winds, fairly variable, calm to 5 miles an hour, a little bit windier down towards Robert Lee, so maybe with a shade in place, it might feel okay, but it's still 100 degrees down there, so it just feels hot. And it's going to stay that way for your evening. So the summer heat is here. It's been here for quite some time, and we haven't seen triple digits for a few weeks now, but 95, 96, 97, 98, I mean, it's hot any way you cut it. Loose-fitted clothing is probably recommended going into your evening hours if you're going to be out for dinner. Still around 90 degrees, mostly sunny skies. It will be mostly clear tonight, though, but still on the warm side around the 10 o'clock hour, with most of us in the mid to upper 80s. Sam?
Cash, thank you. Along with weather, farmers looking forward to more rain this fall since the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration issued an El Nino watch. Recently, there has been a buildup of heat within the tropical Pacific Ocean. This would support a gradual development of El Nino conditions, meaning the scenario, if the scenario plays out, it could mean more rainfall and cooler conditions for much of the Lone Star State.
For me, you know, an inch and a half every couple of weeks, I can smoothly operate.
Local farmers and ranchers hope this El Nino pattern brings a balance of rainfall because although it's much needed, too much rain could hurt crops. Meanwhile, residents along the southeastern coast of Texas are feeling a little deja vu. Many of the homes pounded by Hurricane Harvey just 10 months ago now dealing with rising floodwaters again. The National Weather Service says up to 15 inches had fallen in the area, causing water levels to rise right into people's homes. Some residents who are still rebuilding after Hurricane Harvey say they're not sure how long they can keep at it.
We've already lost it one time. We can't afford to lose it again.
We're still renovating from Hurricane Harvey, so we'll just start letting the water recede and do what we have to do to clean up and start over. Mother Nature's gonna come into your home every now and again, and nothing you can do about it. But you just try to plan for the best and recover as best you can and live your life.
The flooding so bad in that region, Governor Greg Abbott has issued a state of disaster for the 6 affected counties, saying local communities will receive assistance as the flooding continues. Back in the Key City, Abilene residents who live on Willis Street may be facing a dilemma as bike lanes on the street get blocked by vehicles. The bike master plan created by the city of Abilene back in 2015 created bike lanes on Willis Street between North 12th and North 18th Streets. But many residents usually park their vehicles on the road. At a city meeting Tuesday, City Council questioned whether law enforcement would intervene.
Now they're being converted into bicycle lanes per the bicycle master plan.
But they can still park there.
That's more of an APD issue. I don't know how APD is going to rule or enforce that bike lane.
Krbc did ask Abilene Police if they would keep the bike lanes clear. They told us no law prevents people from parking in and blocking bike lanes. Today, the Texas Workforce Commission's presenting an award to improve health care jobs. The award of more than $110,000 will help Texas State Technical College and Hendrick Provider Network improve 66 jobs in cardiology, infectious diseases, and other medical fields.
We've got a certified medical coder, which is something that's been poorly represented in this entire industry. Certified medical coders are responsible to make sure that your bill as a patient is accurate, that the insurance company gets the bill for what was actually performed.
And all helping employees and the community with a regional impact of $1.2 million. Happening now across the state with school out. Many kids are away at camp. Local Boy Scouts are bringing some positivity to the big country. Camp Takana is a way to get kids in the outdoors while learning basic training from making a fire to first aid to even saving a kid from drowning. Some of the kids say in the future they want to come back as a camp counselor.
It's been a lot of fun, especially this last year. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, and I came out here at 14. I was only a CIT, and then this year I loved it so much I came back again. So it's been a lot of fun, you know, not only helping the kids grow their knowledge and everything, it's helped grow me as well.
And today is the longest day of the year, but for those suffering with dementia and those who care for them, every day can seem like the longest. Happening now, several big country groups using the day to bring awareness. The Alzheimer's Association, Visiting Angels, and 30 other organizations in the community gathering for a sunrise to sunset community cookout. The disease affects almost 9,000 people in the 14 county areas served by the Alzheimer's Association.
It's designed to really bring honor and pay tribute to those individuals who are living with Alzheimer's disease and caring for those who have Alzheimer's disease. For those individuals, every day can feel like the longest day. It takes a lot of endurance for them to be able to make it through their day.
The community cookout is happening right now at the West Texas Rehab Center. It is free to the public. Cooking started at 7 a.m. this morning and will continue until sundown. Also happening now, the air race that started here in the big country, flying through northern Michigan today. The Air Race Classic started in Sweetwater at Avenger Field on Tuesday. The women pilots plan to stop at 10 airports along the way, but at each stop, all 51 all-female teams are timed in the sky when they pass over the airport. The team's week-long race ends on Friday night in Maine. Today, the Abilene Zoo honoring World Giraffe Day by giving all of the day's proceeds from the giraffe feeding deck to the Giraffe Conservation Foundation. From 5:30 to 7:30 today, the zoo will celebrate with educational stations focusing on giraffes. The zoo also announcing it will transition from using paper and plastic bags to recyclable bags in the zoo gift shop. Large bags cost $1, small bags cost 50 cents. This is the zoo's part of the zoo's effort to be better better for the environment. And happening today in your community, efforts to localize caring for foster children have led the Department of Family and Protective Services awarding a contract to a private group. The contract, a part of the Big Country, awarded today to Engage. That's a partnership between New Horizons and Texas Family Initiative for both foster care and case management services.
When the community understands that kids are coming in the system and why, then they're compelled to become involved. And as they become involved, they'll make decisions, hopefully, from a standpoint of being Big Country kids, our kids. And when we make decisions for our kids, they're different.
The contract covers Region 2, which includes 30 counties from the Big Country, Texoma, Wichita Falls, all the way to Brownwood. Coming up on First at 5, we'll have a furry friend in studio. Which pet will we have this week? Stay tuned to find out.
It's officially summertime, and after a few weeks of no triple digits, they found a way to weasel their way